So this is going to be a video I haven't made. I haven't made any videos in quite a while, and I've been playing Helldivers 2 recently. As you can see in the bottom left corner, I'm level 13, so I haven't really accomplished much, but there is still a lot I can say about the game. It is a fun game. It's 99% PvE oriented. That means there is no PvP. You can, however, accidentally kill your teammates or purposely kill them, though if you do too much of both, you can probably get kicked from the game. There is a demo mode. I call it a demo mode, but it's basically just a tutorial. It just teaches you some aspects of how to play the game. I'm going to cover other things as well as that. When you first get into the tutorial, it'll teach you a bunch of stuff, and then it'll boot you to your ship. As you can see, I'm looking like a Hellgast right now from Killzone. This outfit was available to all players for a small duration of time. I do not think it is still available anymore. I do not know, because I already have it. There are two Killzone outfits. There's this one, and there's the Recon one, which has 3 eyes. I'll show you in a minute. When you get on board your ship, this is what you're going to see. I don't know what this is. You can't use it. We'll get to that room in a bit. Static NPC. This over here is where your ship management is. You can name your ship and stratagems, ship module, and customization. I don't know how any of this works right now. As far as I can tell, you can't do anything with it, but can't really click on anything anyway. Stratagems are things you call down when you're on the surface of the planet. There's always a little video clip right here of showing you what this stratagem does, could be, could do. There's a lot of them. Some of them are better than others. Like this one it's a one-time use weapon, which is, I'm gonna swear a lot in this video, so I'm telling you right now, if you don't want to listen to me swearing, you should probably not listen. But this is fucking useless right here. The expendable anti-tank, fucking useless. Recoilless rifle, way better. I don't have it unlocked. I could buy it right now. I just don't want to. Flamethrower, it's kind of useful. It depends on your situation. Like, it's great for bugs, useless for other enemies. The autocannon is just good for everything. The heavy machine gun I haven't actually used yet, but I presume is going to be pretty damn good. Some of these weapons can pop up on the planet's surface, so you can test them out there. I said can pop up. That doesn't mean they're always going to be there. I have never seen this weapon right here on the surface of a planet. Nor have I seen this one. But I have used the railgun, because it has popped up. The railgun is, you fire it and then you have to reload. Each shot you have a charge up too. If you charge it up too much, it can blow up and kill you. I have never used this weapon. This I got with the Hellgast stuff, and it's basically a long-range kind of homing mortar. It's actually really useful, although I'm pretty sure some people are going to be like, no, it's terrible. Well, that's their opinion. Orbital cannons are different weapons that you call down, and they'll strike an area. And there's a lot of different ones. Each one has a different video, so you can go ahead and check those out. The Eagles are essentially a fighter that comes down and does a strafing run, or an airstrike, cluster bombs, napalm. The jump pack is literally just a short-range jetpack. Think of a Star Wars Battlefront 1 and the Dark Trooper, where you can jump short distances. That's basically what this is. I don't use any of the Eagles. I have used this a few times. It is useful on open field planets like the deserts and the snow. It's not so great in the jungle because it's a jungle. Yeah, you can pretty much guess why. Orbital precision strikes, gas strike, electromagnetic strike, orbital smoke. Smoke is good for when you want to not be shot at because they can't see you, but you can't see them. A heavy machine gun is just straight up a turret you pop down and you hop on it and you start shooting it. It does have a limited amount of ammo. After the ammo is done, it won't fire, it won't reload. You have to get off and it'll just pull down into a little turret thingy. There's a shield generator. It's kind of like a bubble shield from Halo 3. All of these things will tell you how long it lasts. Or it'll tell you, its cooldown time, use is unlimited, call-in time 4 seconds, roughly. I don't use the mines. They might be useful for certain enemies, but I've never used them. Supply pack gives you an ammo box. You can supply yourself with ammo, or you can supply your friends with ammo. It's pretty useful if you have an issue with ammunition. The grenade launcher is extremely useful for doing exactly what this guy's doing in this video and just closing up bug holes. The laser cannon is a Spartan laser. That's what it is. It's a Spartan laser. But it's just a giant beam instead of just a quick burst. The guard dog is extremely useful. It's literally just a drone with a laser rifle attached. You can literally see it holding a rifle. Yeah, that's what that is. Ballistic shield pack is just a big metal shield in front of you. You can only use a sidearm with it, which is kind of useless. Arc thrower I've used a few times. I don't have it unlocked yet, but it pops up on planets. It's essentially what it shows you. It just shoots a giant voltage of electricity and it hits multiple targets, and it either kills them or severely damages them. It's pretty useful. I've never used this. I have never seen this. It just looks like a laser cannon thing. That's what I'm telling you. The turrets, the sentries, are extremely useful in all situations. Too many enemies for you to handle, just call one of these things down and it'll just start mowing them down. The Gatling and this machine gun sentry. They have two different uses and they have different cooldown times. I've never used the mortar, but I presume it would be pretty good. The guard dog is just another drone, but instead of a laser, it's a machine gun. The auto cannon is literally just a cannon. See the big ass shells? Yeah, there you go. The Patriot exosuit, a friend of mine who plays this game called one down and I got to use that. It's extremely useful and very fun to use. It's slow as hell though. I do plan on getting this. There's two versions. There's this one and then there's this one. This one has auto cannons. This one has a machine gun and missiles. A sterilizer is essentially the flamethrower disguised. It just shoots poison gas. It's basically just bug spray. I presume it's only good for bugs. I haven't tested it on the enemies because I don't really want it, in my opinion. This is just a drone with the gas weapon. Kind of useless in my opinion. There's a directional shield. Basically just same thing as the metal shield, only it's a hologram shield. And again, sidearms only. Although people can be behind you and shoot through it, which is good, but I haven't seen anybody using this thing. There's a flame turret. Might be useful, might not be useful. I have no idea. I think it's going to be useless because you need something that's... So enemies can attack the turrets, and if it takes too much damage, it'll destroy the turret. And a flamethrower turret, kind of useless because it's close range. Also, all of the turrets can hit you and damage you. So you can die to your own turrets, which is why I do not recommend the flamethrower. Although you might find usefulness in it by throwing it down in the middle of a bug nest, and it'll just roast everything there. But again, the bugs can also destroy the turret. Anti-tank, probably really useful. I haven't bought it because it requires a specific method of acquisition. Urban Legends, these three are specific to unlocking, and I have no idea how to do that right now. I just don't care. These are upgrades to your ship. It allows support weapons to deploy maximum number of carryable magazines. So instead of having a machine gun call down with 2 magazines, it'll call down with full 3 magazines. That's just the machine gun. Other weapons have different ammo counts. Each one of these has a specific use. I think they're all just active all of the time, but I'm not entirely sure about that. Remember, this is a rough guide. I'm just telling you what I've learned. I obviously do not have whatever this little orange thing is or this purple thing. I assume it's a different type of sample. This green thing is just a regular common sample. I'm going to call this uncommon sample and this one rare sample. I have not seen these. I presume they are only on harder difficulties because I have not seen them. Again, I don't know how to do any of this. So you go to ship management over here to access all of that stuff. If you just talk to this person,
Freedom be with you, Helldiver.
That's it. They just talk. Over here is character customization to some degree. You can choose your weapons. Obviously, I don't have a lot unlocked. So for sidearms, you get pistols and submachine guns. There's also different types of ones. There's like the melee thing. People said this thing was fantastic and you should get it, but I tried it once and I immediately died. So as far as I'm concerned, it's useless. But also, I almost never use melee anything. So I prefer to use this weapon, which is a laser. Now, lasers and machine guns have different types of uses. The laser is extremely useful against bugs and robots. We'll get to the robots later. The lasers have unlimited ammo. However, they have a cooldown time. So if you just hold the trigger down, it'll eventually burn up and you'll have to reload it. And you only have like 3 or 4 reloads. I'll discuss more of that in a bit. But there's ammo, which has ammo, and then there's a laser, which if you just let it cool down, you never run out of it. And I'm gonna stick with the laser. This is the Hellgas sniper rifle. It's extremely fucking useless. This is the Hellgas assault rifle. Extremely useful, although it has a horrible reload time. The Hellgas also have the submachine gun here, and it just shreds enemies from what I was able to test. There's also shotguns, marksman rifles. I assume this is a one-shot rifle. This looks like a fucking M1 Garand. Kind of, I guess. Like this universe's M1 Garand, I guess. I don't know. Assault rifles. I think this is like the basic gun you get at the beginning of the game. I don't know. I started the game up just to get the Hellgas stuff, and I have not used this gun once. I've used this one. I used this one so much until I got to this one, and then I unlocked this, and I've just been using this since because it's unlimited ammo. Armory. So all of the armor in the game you have to unlock, and they all have different uses. On this screen, it'll tell you the armor rating, the speed rating, the stamina regeneration, and then there's this section over here in the bottom right. Provides 50% resistance to fire, gas, acid, and electrical damage. So there's bugs that shoot that kind of like spit acid at you. You will receive 50% damage resistance against that, as well as fire, gas, and electrical. So it is extremely useful, in my opinion. I'm not going to take it off because it looks cool. It's Hellgast. All of the other outfits also have different uses. Some of them actually have the exact same stuff. For example, this is the other Hellgast armor, and it has the exact same thing right here. However, it has less armor rating, but higher speed and stamina. As you can see, the numbers change. There's light armor, medium armor, and then there's heavy armor. All the armors, aside from some which have the exact same duplicate stats, will function differently. So these two have the exact same stuff, but they look different, and the stats are different too. All of these are relatively the same. I said relatively. All of this stuff, the passives are different now. Heavy armor is where it gets a little bit different. So with heavy armor, you're going to run slower, and you're going to take more damage. I mean, you're going to take less damage. I mean, you're going to absorb more damage. Helmets have literally no stats, aside from this right here. This is the other Hellgas armor. I'm just going to wear the Hellgas stuff because I like it. Capes, also nothing really. This is character screen. You can choose your body type. There's lean and brawny. Voice pack. So you've got 2 female voices, 2 male voices. Or whatever you prefer. I don't care. It's not my problem. Emotes. You have to unlock these. Victory poses. You have to unlock these. Player cards you have to unlock. And titles you have to unlock. This is just randomized voice, so every time your Helldiver dies, you'll come back with a random voice. Like you're a different person each time. I just stick with this one. I thought you were able to test these, but I guess not. I don't know. That's where you go to do that. If you press R, this is where you spend this currency on the top right here. These medals, you earn these in-game from fighting bugs and collecting them on planets. You spend them in exorbitant amounts to unlock more armor, weapons, and credits. As you can see, I chose page 5 is the laser rifle on it, so it's not that hard to get. As you can see, I have not unlocked a whole lot. There's different pages that all have different things. I do not know what this premium thing up here stands for. It's not clickable. I just assume it's sort of like a battle pass thing. But I have no idea. For all I know, it could just mean that you have to unlock everything in this one to unlock this one. I just straight up don't know. Superstore is where you spend the credits. You can actually earn these in-game on the planet's surface. And you can unlock pieces of armor. Sometimes there's a weapon in here. There's no scrolling up or down. There's just these things right here. Super credits you can also just straight up buy with money. This does literally nothing right now. I do not know what the point of this is right now. There's a little bit of lag on the screen. I have no idea why. The game is running smoothly for me. All of these ships represent other players, and when you see them firing, you're actually seeing other players firing down on the surface of the planet, or dropping down, which is kind of cool. There is multiple difficulties. Right now I'm set to easy mode. Pressing Q will set it to trivial, easy, medium, challenging. As it gets harder and harder and harder, it requires you to be at the top of your game, or just more people. I have never played Trivial. I have absolutely no idea what the point of it is. I guess it's just, quick, easy game. I just mostly play on easy and sometimes medium. I'm gonna escape for a moment. See, you can switch to different planets. All the planets, from what I can tell, have easy mode. I do not know if they all have trivial mode.
Another family is torn limb from limb. We must strike.
That guy also talks sometimes. On the right side of the screen, you have orders. You can choose whether or not to participate or just ignore them. There was aliens down here you could go and fight. I have no idea what happened. Yesterday they were there, now they're not there. So right now, there's only the Terminids and the Automatons. And so you've got the Terminids, which are basically Starship Troopers. It's basically Starship Troopers over here in Terminid space. Over here you've got Terminators. Straight up just Terminators. Just, that's what that is.
The planet cries out for liberation.
You can scroll over the planet to find missions that you want, and when you select the different difficulties, it will also change the missions. See how there's 2 objectives, and now there's 1 objective. It changes each time. That's terminate an illegal broadcast.
Mission coordinates locked.
So you select it, and the ship will literally warp over to where that is.
Orbital thrusters.
Obviously, there's a bunch of people over here.
Orbit synchronized.
You walk up to either of these hellpods, or those hellpods over there. Oh, one important thing, you can go to options and set your matchmaking to friends, public, or invite only. So if you just want to play solo, you can straight up do that. You can also invite people, create new friends, access your graphics, audio, HUD, accessibility, display, all that stuff here. You step in the hellpod. So this is the cursor, and you can choose where you want to land. When it says danger, it means just that's where the enemy is located. I always choose the furthest locations because I like to fully explore the map. Mission stratagems are what's available to you for that mission. So this is resupply, this is your SOS, save our skin signal, and this is your reinforcement count. We'll get to that in a minute. These 4 spots and this spot are where you choose what you want to bring down into the mission. Machine gun, the drones, the jetpack, the sniper, the laser, the autocannon, and the Hellgas Wasp launcher, or some turrets. I'm gonna bring down the machine gun, the jetpack, and these 2 sentries. These are boosters. They are permanent, they do not have a time limit, and each one has a different thing it does. So this makes it so you receive less damage. You can run for longer in sprint mode, and you recover faster. Your sprint recovers faster. I don't know if it affects your health. I don't think it does. Health doesn't regenerate from what I can see. This just makes your radar range longer. I have never used it. In my opinion, it's just kind of useless. You can basically just turn your camera and see the enemy. I always use this one because I like having ammo.
Launch initiated.
This game is basically 3 games in one, in my opinion. You've got Halo ODST, Starship Troopers, Terminator, and then you've got the aliens. The aliens are not available right now. I have no idea why. They were there yesterday. Once you get on this screen, you can actually change the direction slightly. You can actually play this with a mouse and keyboard or a PS4 controller, like I have right now. But I prefer the mouse and keyboard. So, holding control, you can press the WASD keys or your PS4 controller's buttons, and you can call them down. Just throw it. Don't stand underneath it, it will kill you.
Deploying support weapon.
Yes, you can actually call this down and have it squish another player or an enemy. It will work. Resupply, as you can see, each one has a cooldown time. So when you can call it back again. You can switch between weapons. If you press the tab key on the top right, you can see there's a time limit. 40 minutes. When that time limit is up, you can no longer call down any of these things. You will be unable to use them. So you will have basically nothing. I hear bugs. There's bugs. There's bugs. I'm gonna ignore them right now because I see... There we go.
How'd you like to taste of freedom?
As you can see, the weapon in the bottom left there is turning red. That just means it's overheating.
Say hello to democracy!
So as long as you let that thing cool down, you'll have infinite ammo. That blinking light over there, whenever you see that, that's a point of interest. It might contain super credits, it might contain the war medals, it might contain a weapon, it might contain ammo. It could be any one of those things. It could be multiple things.
Found something.
This box is the stim packs. You basically just use those to heal. So if you've played Fallout, you know exactly what a stim pack is. Super credits. Samples. See that green thing in the top right corner? That's what a sample counter is. And I've got 1 out of 17. 2 out of 17. Grenade box. It gives you 4 grenades. So if you use 1 grenade and you pick this box up, you just wasted 3 grenades. You don't have to, but you can. I don't care. It's up to you. The jetpack that I have on my back has a cooldown. That's the yellow bar. Let's see. You can actually scroll your minimap with the right press. It looks... The red zone is where the enemy is. Orange is your objective. This marker is where you extract from. I don't see anything else. Sometimes you can actually see points of interest, like this right here in the cursor looks like a point of interest. Same right here. Buildings are obviously points of interest. There's obviously going to be something there. There might be something right here too. I don't see anything else at the moment.
Tagging map.
You can tag it. Press pins. There's a bunch of red dots. So bugs have different weak spots. I just shoot them in the face most of the time because it's a laser. There is blood and gore, as you can see. I'm literally just mutilating it. You can aim in first person. I've never used it. I don't see the point in it when I have this mode. That orange plume right there is a bug nest. That's what happens when you use the jetpack and you don't land. You just tumble. Most of the time it won't affect your health, but it can affect your health. I should note that you can call these down as long as you're in the mission an infinite number of times, but there's always a cooldown. And sometimes you'll see enemies like that. Also, you can see that the ammo has a reload. You just piss through your bullets,
Bag's empty.
you actually have to manually reload it. And certain guns like this require you to kneel down to reload it. Once you press the reload key, R, for example, it will automatically reload for you. But you can't move.
Bug outpost spotted. Prepare
You toss
to
a grenade
exterminate.
or use an explosive weapon to seal that off.
Outpost destroyed.
There's an ammo box. Sometimes there's ammo boxes, sometimes there isn't. Sometimes there's samples, sometimes there isn't. I hear bugs, but I don't see bugs. They're probably just on the other side there, in that cornfield. I was right, there was something here.
There's something here.
So you can often find guns like this one on the surface. This is just a shotgun. You can actually keep this for the duration of the mission, but the ammo you actually have to manually find and use. The shotgun is actually pretty useful. It just has ass ammo.
Sending down sentry.
The turrets, when you call them down, the sentries, will just kill everything that's not
Main
you.
objective nearby.
A lot of objectives require you to interact with panels like this. Type in the code. Wait again. You can, however, just use an explosive weapon or even a missile strike or something to destroy this tower. And you won't have to bother with this. Some people do that because it's a lot faster than waiting. You'll see this occasionally where you have to change this. So left and right keys, A and D, will change the number on the right side there. My hand is in the way. What you want to do is use up and down to find the highest frequency. See, you want that 898 to be 100. So you leave it at that and you can exit out and it will automatically finish.
You have ignited the torches of liberty. Extraction awaits.
Get some! Get some!
Samples. There is a limit on the samples. You can only carry 500. You won't see 500 in a mission. You might not even see a full 17. Sometimes there's 14. Sometimes there's 20. Sometimes there's more or less. Sometimes you won't even find any, even if you browse the entire fucking map. And that's what happens when you overload the weapon. Now I have to reload. As you can see, the turret's gone. The turrets only stay until a certain point. Either they run out of ammo or they get destroyed. Let's go kill those bugs.
Mission at 30 minutes.
There's a
remaining.
LiDAR station over there. On higher difficulties, you'll face different types of bugs, as well as tougher
Tactical asset
bugs,
nearby.
and much more bugs. Let's just say.
Extraction is available.
Our LiDAR station is basically local radar. It will show you all points of interest on your map. See how you just see the red area? And you see that shotgun? See point of interest?
Tagging map.
Sending down sentry.
You can actually hide from enemies. You can also just pop up a turret and have it shred everything. So for the LiDAR station, you actually have to turn the satellite dish up there to that point right there. And you don't actually have to look at the screen, you can just walk over here and listen. It'll make a noise. That noise was it. See, as long as it's in that green triangle, you're good.
Mission map updated.
See all those little diamond-shaped things? Those are points of interest. But that's only if there's a LiDAR station on the planet. Looks like I walked past one back here.
Dropping a pin.
That red barrel is explosive. There's another sample.
Extraction is available.
The jetpack is good for short distance, and it also gets you more mobile, I guess. It makes you be able to traverse this space, landscape more. Here's an arc thrower. It's one of those. It's that shocky gun. It's one of those guns that has infinite ammo, but it requires a charge-up time. See how I can't activate it? You have to actually hold it down until that reaches there. Then you can fire it. I didn't use any besides one ammo and grenade. I'll pick it up anyway now. I guess I can pick this up. I'm not going to be using the machine gun much anyway. This is an easy mode. Ah, yes. Here we go. Flamethrower. Sometimes you'll find this. Yes, it will set the landscape on fire. Yes, it will damage you if you run through it. If you see this, do not shoot it until you are farther away. That is a bomb. Yes, it will actually go off. I didn't think I actually hit it. Yeah, I didn't. There we go. It will kill you if you're close enough.
You may proceed to extraction when ready.
Let's go this way.
spotted.
Bug outpost destroyed.
These spiky things are basically bug landmines. It just kind of spews out some gas that makes you run slower. It does a little bit of damage. It's kind of useless. Grenades, stems, and flamethrower. When you walk through grass, it might slow you down. That's one of the tougher enemies right there.
Extraction is available.
Not so tough. On easy mode, it's a tough one.
How'd you like the taste of freedom?
Deploying sentry.
To heal up, you need to press the V button or skin tap.
Good! Bug outpost spotted. Prepare to exterminate. Fire in the hole!
See how I missed? You actually have to get the grenade in the hole. I don't actually have any grenades now. Actually, this is a good example. I will call down the jetpack in that hole.
Sending down equipment package. Outpost
So if you're out of ammo, you can actually just use your drops to close up the bug hole.
sending down equipment package.
How'd you like the taste of freedom?
You may proceed to extraction when ready.
Bug outpost spotted.
Deploying sentry.
Have a taste of democracy!
This is a bunker. There's two different kinds of bunkers. There's this bunker and then the two-person bunker. This one you open up by just tossing a
Fire in
grenade.
the hole.
Sending down sentry.
For prosperity! Get some! Get some!
You may proceed to extraction when ready.
Big blue light, that's your extraction point. It just means that's where you can leave. Bottom middle is the stamina bar. You can actually use your stim pack to generate that back up.
Extraction request confirmed. Shuttle inbound. ETA T-minus 1 minute, 30 seconds. ETA T-minus 1 minute. ETA T-minus 30 seconds.
You can actually destroy your own turret by shooting at it or maybe
ETA T-minus 20 seconds. ETA T-minus 10 seconds. Clear landing zone.
I should note that standing on top of these shipping containers isn't exactly safe.
This is Pelican 1. I have
All of
visual
these
on the
containers are
extraction zone.
completely destroyable. Just by heavier
This is
weapons or
Pelican 1,
bugs.
preparing for touchdown.
Also, those thrusters will set you on fire and take away your health.
Extraction complete. Pelican 1 beginning ascent. Today you've carved another foot in a long climb to liberty.
do actually get covered in your own in blood and stuff from the enemy, as well as your own blood too.
No Helldivers KIA on that mission. This is cause for celebration.
She will make a note of how well you did on each mission. For example, I didn't die once. I believe that's a good enough video.
Helldiver, you ever run into any equipment issues, let me know. I've got your back.
You two have the exact same face. I'm just gonna end the video here. I think it's good enough. It's about an hour long almost. I'm gonna record another video immediately after this one of doing a medium difficulty. I'm gonna do it solo though, because I mostly just play solo.